another trip. If you can tell, you probably can't tell because it's out the windshield. This is not my van. We're in, some may say a better van. We'll talk about that later. But we're in an Explorer, and I think I've loaded videos up about halfway of the first part of the 3 weeks I've been up here, for a month now, but 3 weeks of camping, and I'm still working on getting those loaded. Got Vinny on my lap, Kiki squeaking. She's wanting up on that bed. But we're going to Iowa. Going to kind of a mini sprinter kind of get-together thing, which is part of the reason I left mine back. You know, if you're going to a sprinter thing, you better take the sprinter. And there wasn't much sense in taking two vans, double the everything. But the poor dog that you saw barking at waves, he had to go to the kennel, but he likes the kennel. He seems to get his groove on there, if you know what I mean. You're allowed to laugh and make noise. We're going to be doing a question and answer kind of thing later.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
we're heading towards Menominee. And I need to say some words funny, and Menominee is one of those I can't pronounce it any other way than that. And then through Wisconsin to Iowa, so it'll be quite a bit of driving. I still hope to get all those other videos done as quick as I can, but when you're off having fun in life, you don't get to make all the videos. So we'll say, I'll take a break and I'll add more in a minute. Nominee! I told you I was going to say it. I like saying it. On the way back, there's a pasty place that could be in the future, but not now. Just got diesel, $5.29 a gallon, which is an improvement. Still not a fun improvement. You know, talking $80 for a half gallon, 160, or half a tank, 160 to fill up a tank in one of these. Let's see.
Takes 26 gallons.
Yeah.
It was a little, even my gas gauge isn't, or excuse me, fuel gauge isn't 100% accurate because it was still a hair over half a tank that it was showing, but obviously it was more.
Mine's the same. I think it seems like half of them are.
I think
This video got way longer than I wanted it to, but that's life sometimes. The cat experience on the bed lasted about a mile. Vinny's back on my lap. Kiki jumped down, got in her carrier. You're fine, Vin. You're just shedding all over the place. Can't take you anywhere. You like Stop Traffic, YouTube? I also want to apologize about the audio. The GoPro mic is not that great. Comes and goes. There's this pasty place. Colonel K's Pasties. Might give it a shot on the way back. As I told you in the video that I haven't gotten to yet, I tried one that had been good in the past at the Bear Trap in Pictured Rocks area. I told everybody, if you're in Munising, go there. Don't. Disappointment. I would not suggest them again. But we got more driving to do and enough of this me talking stuff in traffic. And this is crossing the Menominee River into Wisconsin. We're getting there slowly. Okay, two things. Caught by a train. Second thing, I'm a friggin' idiot. When I looked at Gas Buddy, because I'm so used to it being over $5 a gallon, that I cost us about 30 cents a gallon.
I will never forgive you.
I will never be forgiven, I'm told.
That is not true.
Pay more attention when you're out there in the world. Don't be a bonehead like me. Alright, we're going to be here for a while with the train that you don't care about. So I don't like Menominee as much as I said. And I'm not even going to say Menominee. Menominee. Enough Menominee with this train already.
We're not in Menominee.
See, we're Marinette. We're in Wisconsin. Bad things happen when you leave the U. I don't know what prices are. I don't even know where the hell I am. I'm having a rough day, YouTube. Alright. That's enough for now. Maybe my brain will start working in the next segment.
You need to stop day drinking.
Day drinking is not a good thing. Watch out. GoPro stop. So this was Marionette, which is a sister city for Menominee, even though Menominee made me mad. But then again, the train was in Marionette, so I can still say Menominee. Culver's, frozen custard, that's some good stuff. Terrible for you, but good stuff. So I also had somebody on a comment in a video, YouTubers, that told me I was saying Cootagee wrong. I lived up there my whole life. That's not how it's pronounced. I haven't heard any Youper call it anything but a Cootagee. Apparently I was stressing the wrong syllable in this person's opinion. But if anybody knows, as I said, every person, where I even buy them, has said Cootagee. So I think I'm saying it right.
I wonder if...
And if you're that person, I'm not trying to cast aspersions on you, or aspirations, or asparagus even. I'm trying to say that's how I've heard everybody say it. Italian Americans drop the vowels on, it seems like wherever you're from, somebody's dropping the vowel at the end of a food item. Mozzarella, not mozzarella. Alright, enough of this nonsensical nonsense. I'll come back with some more nonsensical nonsense. Sorry for what's going to be bad GoPro audio. Didn't want to listen. Alright, YouTubers, we're going to do a little comparisons with vans. I think I did this in the past, and maybe when the vans are in the same place, I'll do it inside. But here's a comparison that I've noticed the difference. First, none of these things, if she disagrees or I disagree, it's an insult to the other person's van. It's just what you're used to. So, I like that mine is the wide body. It is wider. I can sleep side to side, and in these you sleep front to back. Not that it really matters, you know. But with hers, right behind the driver's seat, there's an open space and a low counter. So right when you come in, and a big window in the sliding door, and a big sliding door that you don't have to bend to get down. So that area, in my opinion, hers wins. Even though mine's wider there, hers feels a lot wider. She has a shower. I have a, galley shower in the middle. It's a pass to me. Neither matters. Your van's about 2 feet longer than mine. Mine's just under 20 feet, and yours is 21 and a half or so. Is that right? Approximately. So not much to say. Again, my van wins hands down on storage.
Amen.
Hands down. I probably have more storage than I should. It makes me carry a lot of junk. But with that, her water tank is on the inside of the van under the bed. So sure, that takes up a lot of storage, but you can deal with the winter a lot better than mine, which is outside underneath the van. So it's what you want. For me, I have to be careful when we get to where we're going, because I'm not a Mercedes fan. I'm just not. And I think my van is a little quieter when driving, engine noise. But now that we've been on a trip for a while, it doesn't seem as different as it did when I drove it once for a short period. So it might be a push. I just like the fact that mine's a Dodge. I can go to any Dodge dealership and almost any backyard mechanic in an emergency. And it's going to be cheaper. The parts are going to be available. So for me, anybody that has Sprinters, Mercedes, I'm not trying to insult you. I would take the Dodge over the Chevy and the Ford as well. I like my Dodge. better than my seats to ride in. They're almost like they got gas shocks in them, so it's a little bit smoother. But right now I'm riding with Vinny on my lap, and her seats are a little bit narrower and shorter. You don't have as much leg room. So for me, my seat for me is a little bit more comfortable for me, and hers are definitely more comfortable for her than mine are. So again, it comes down to what kind of seat you like. I really like the smoothness. I like the gas shocks in them. That makes it really good. But my seat just seems to fit me a little bit better. She does not like the view out of my van. The windshield is a lot smaller. When you look at this, it's all windshield. And the Dodge has more of a dash. It's higher up. So for me it's a push, but I get the point, because you do have a lot more viewing area out of this. It's easier to see. This has dualies. It's an Explorer. I may end up driving it. When I drive it, if I drive it, I will see how much difference it drives. I expect it to probably track a little bit better with the dualies than mine does. I also battle with the air ride system in mine that leaks. So I spend a good portion of my trip refilling the airbags while I'm driving, pushing the button. That's not an issue here. If I had one of these, I would be happy with it, but I'm also happy with mine. And I think she is nodding affirmatively that she feels the same way about her van. These are rare, these Explorers on the Sprinters. They only made a few of them for a couple years.
I've never seen one.
She's never seen one in person. Another one, but they did make a few of them, but not very many. I think it was the time when Explorer was going through some difficulties. I'm not 100% sure what their status is right now. I know that they had some struggles for a while. But this is a very nice van. Very nice van. The inside, my ceiling is about 6'3". Hers is right at 6 feet when you're inside, so that could matter to some people. I don't know how this sounds. If it sounds much better than in my van, I will admit I'm holding the mic right up to my face, which I usually don't do in my van, because I thought she might want to say something. I was ready to stick the mic in her face. She does not appear to want to say anything. So that's a brief driving comparison of a 1999 Dodge 3500 that my leisure travel is on, and yours is a 2004. Is that correct? 2003. It's a Freightliner, but it's just badged as a Freightliner. Everything is Mercedes Explorer Sprinter van. So hopefully any of that was interesting. When more stuff happens, again, we're going to Iowa for some damn reason. Not that there's anything worse about Iowa than Ohio. You know, pretty much flattened corn. You know, soybeans if you get lucky. So that's a little different to see. But there'll be more. Alright, she had something she wanted to add, so I'm going to hold the mic in her face and let her tell you. Then you can go ahead.
I would much rather have a non-stationary shower.
You got a separate shower.
It's a shower stall, right?
Right.
I would much rather not have that and just have something that can be convertible to a shower instead of all that space being taken up by a shower, because as a result, I'm missing out on a lot of storage space, and it can make things really complicated when you're going for any kind of an amount of time. You don't have room to bring what you need.
Yeah, like if we were to take my grill along with us, we'd basically have to put the grill in the shower.
Yep.
Right next to the litter boxes, which, you know. The reason I didn't say before, we're pretty sure that the dogs and cats could not coexist. They've done decent in a house, but they've been kept apart most of the time. So he got to go to the kennel, which he kind of enjoys. Aaron brains, I've been
They
corrected.
look like they had two babies.
Yeah. And my cats, especially the old one, Kiki, she couldn't do a kennel. She won't eat. She gets really freaked out. So they're in this van. Yeah, I don't know how Vinny would react. Clung to my leg. So that's why cats are in a non-Cousin Eddie van for this long weekend trip is all we're really doing. So back to what you were saying, you would rather have my setup in a shower?
That or a wet bath.
Or a wet bath than
Yes.
what you have?
Yep.
Now personally, since I don't have it, I think it's kind of cool, but the only thing is, it becomes like every RV bathroom or shower. Almost everybody ends up using it as storage, and then you gotta move crap out of it when you want to use it as a shower.
Well, yeah, and you don't have a lot of room to put the stuff that you take out, so it's a mess. Then you have to dry everything.
Right.
You know, I would rather have a wet bath,
Okay.
and then it's designated, and you can just let it dry. You don't have to worry about shoving stuff back into it.
You would still end up storing stuff in there. Everybody does.
Maybe, but if I had that.
Look at how much stuff I put in your little bathroom since we started.
But you did that because,
That's what I'm used to doing.
well, and there's not enough storage space.
Yeah.
And that's why I've thought about the possibility of removing the shower and figuring out something else. Because you've seen, some van life people, they kind of create a drawer that comes out and there's a drain in that, and then they set up like a shower curtain that comes out. I've seen them sometimes use a hula hoop to put the shower curtain on. Have you ever seen that?
I have, and by the way, I have a brilliant plan if I ever build out my own van for the shower situation. But I'm not going to tell you. It'll have to be if I build out a van.
So, I just feel like there could be an alternative to me having all that space taken up by a shower that I really don't even use very often. Was it twice or 3 times we took showers in it?
4 times.
4 times? Okay.
4 times.
Yeah.
And then we did stay clean. We did stop at places with showers, and I think at one of them I took 3 showers in a 1-day stay. As did she.
Well,
So yeah, if we think of more, we'll add more. That's it for now. Alright, YouTubers, we got on to 26 in Wisconsin. I think we're headed southwestish. And it's wheat fields and cornfields, and looks a lot like the Midwest here. It's a pretty day though. I think I'm gonna add some music. Outskirts of Madison-ish.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 142A.
Hold on, Vinny. Hey, YouTubers, it is 5 o'clock on the outskirts of Madison, Wisconsin. Our timing was not wonderful. But we're still moving, so that's a good sign. I'm not going to make you watch it. Right, Vinny? All right, go. rather areas I haven't been and I'd like to go in the van is northeast. You know, go from Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, Maine, that kind of thing.
That's a spring trip.
Yeah, I don't want to do it in the fall. It's too expensive.
You gotta go after winter, but before summer.
Western Wisconsin. We're about 30 miles from the Iowa line, I think. Hey YouTubers, this road is loud, and we're about 2 miles from entering Iowa again. Not sure why we're going to Iowa. This drive has been a bit longer than we expected. Well, we knew it was going to be this long, but it feels long. Almost. Here.
What this river is?
It's a big river. Wow.
The mighty what? It's a big bridge.
It is a big bridge.
There she is.
There it is.
She's so pretty.
Here. Crossing the mighty mist.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is pretty. You guys can't see any of it.
Well, you should have been using your cell phone. to
Yeah,
take
on
a
the way
pretty
back
video.
I'll take some pictures with my cell phone.
Just get the video. I can do that. Well, except
There's beauty everywhere you go. Go there. Welcome to Iowa, YouTubers. Welcome to Iowa. We got about another hour or so. I'll talk more later. GoPro. Oh, Iowa. You're not winning any road beauty contests. GoPro, stop recording. Is that him or you?
my exhaust
Dragging on the ground?
rattling together.
Okay. I think it was him.
Oh, he does have his flashers on.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Okay, well, let's
Echoing off the concrete barriers.
hope so. It's quite a hill.
Yeah, it is.
What goes up, you must come down. No, that's me. Must be rattling. Hope it's not on the ground. Why does it start and go?
It's in those, it's echoing off the barriers. But you should, I don't know. I don't think it should. But if you get a place, if you want to look, you can look. I showed you in a previous video there was a problem with the exhaust on the generator. Well, that noise wasn't that other broken up vehicle, it was this one. But we did not stop, but I'll tell you more about it later. Yes, those bad looking storm clouds did what I expected. I bring the rain. It doesn't matter, I bring the rain. As for the generator exhaust, this isn't one of those channels that says, oh my god, end of days, end of days. Don't do anything like that. But more rain as usual. Everything ended up being fine, and like I said, I'll show you about it later. We made it without any problems. haven't shown you them all because we're going about 2 miles on each road and taking another turn. So we're out in the cornfields. It's pretty for cornfields. That's where we gotta go.
Continue on 170th Avenue for 5 miles.
5 miles. It looks a lot like this. Welcome to the boonies of Iowa. But we're on 37th Avenue.
Sounds fancier than what it actually is.
This ain't the city. This ain't New York's 37th Avenue. It's more like don't go up above 110th Street. GoPro, stop recording. It's actually kind of pretty. I don't know if you can hear me. The mic's a long ways away. You guys out there that travel the roads, you know how whatever app or gadget you use, it never seems like it takes you a direct route. And this day it sure didn't here. And we're back on the road, 4 miles. I really do think it tried to find every back road it could and led us around in circles. But that doesn't matter because at the end of this video, you'll see we got where we wanted to be. I got a feeling it's got us just going around in circles. I don't know where we're going.
Continue on Iowa 130 West for 2 miles.
Is that our destination?
Pretty much.
2 miles to our destination. I'll show you when we get there. Hopefully it's just not some field. Again, I don't know where I'm going. I'm having a great time. Official. We're on Yankee Avenue, which is good. But I think we are quite literally in the middle of nowhere.
We are quite literally in a cornfield.
We are camping in a cornfield, apparently.
I was sad that there's no corn we can pick in the dark tonight and eat for dinner tomorrow. It's too early, apparently.
Baby corn.
Maybe. I don't like baby corn.
You've arrived.
We've arrived.